بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مشاهدينا متابعينا الكرام في كل مكان، أسعد الله أوقاتكم بكل خير. نلتقي معكم في ثاني أيام البطولة مع ووش، وفي هذا اليوم المرحلة الثانية Winter Solstice Championship والمرحلة الثانية. Welcome everyone, welcome again, welcome with the Winter Solstice Champion with Woosh. And welcome with me today, we have Jeff Thorin from Sweden. He will be joining me. Welcome board.
Thank you so much to see round two for the men's.
So today we have the second stage, and here you go. Mixter X100, Pablo Popovic, Ricardo Deep, SS, UAE Clan Team 1. You can continue the others.
Yeah, sure. So the next team, we have the UAE Falcons with Ahmed Al-Tanaje, Zahid Hamdan, Hassan, and Youssef Mirza. After that, we have the UAE Road Warriors with Renosh, Fazal Amin, Abdullah, and Ahmed. And for Team Alpha, we have Abo Saif, AZ20, Bu Amir, and Bu They Abu. And for Team 71, we have Bo Ali, Bu Yasser, and Bo Mansour. For Team Octagon, we have Mohammed Salim, Mansour Adid, Hashim Al-Arib. And for Danish Pavlova, we have Michael Vink, Michael Kunsen, Jason Osborne, Ollie Jones, and William Miller. And for Team Draft, we have Bruce Bird, Sahid, Ryan Giuliano, Ross Fawcett, and Eddie Veal. For Team NZ, we have Vidar Miel, Philip Graves, Mitch Ferry, and Juan David Vargas. And for Crank Boys, we have Lorix Cantoy, Archie Palakpak, and Draco Santos. And for Velo Squad, we have Julio Orego, Tom Harvey, and Maxime Perard. And for the two individuals, it's Christoph Time and Thor Persk.
It's 9 teams there, Jeff, and we have today the 45 kilometers, 900 meters above the sea level, the elevation today, and it's going to be with 7 segments. 7 segments, it seemed like that 7 segments will be starting with flat, and the only last kilometers, the 10 kilometers, the last is going to be 737. The elevation, this will be the hard stage today, stage number 2. The elevation with the start is above 160 meters, and we have also the 7 segments. The short segments, that the sprint one, it's only 5, and 2 long distance. We have 10 kilometers challenge, that's 6 and 7 segments. So 7 segments, big challenge waiting for the rider today. 9 teams, they are competing each other, Jeff. It will be so hard to continue. If we can take a look for yesterday's stage number 1, Jason Osborne from Danish Pavlova team, the winner and holding the yellow jersey by 1 hour, 7 minutes and 21 seconds. And the second position in same team, Pavlova, Michael Kinson, and with Vink. And also we have the 3 rider there just dominate the top 3 in the day 1. Beside, we have Philippe Graves. Yeah.
I was going to say the Danish Pavlova team is incredible. I mean, Jason Osborne is a UCI world champion in esports. Michael's no slouch. Same with Mr. Vink. They are three extremely talented riders.
And Philippe Graves from England, Team NZ. And draft team, we have Bruce Swed and Saeed Safarzada, that in 5th and 6th position. Pablo Popovic and Mr. X100, Ricardo Deep, the three riders from UAE Clan Team 1. They are in 7 and 8 and 9, and there is chance to change the result because it's only 6 seconds behind the winner, Jason Osborne. And also we have Vidar from Team NZ in a 10th position. He is looking good, but not that far. It's about 10 seconds. So everything can be changed, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at the times, everybody is really close together.
So we have 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And we are watching now SS from UAE Clan Team 1. Everyone lining up. Look at the watts. They are warming up now, preparing to the big start. The big start for the second day, stage number 2, the Winter Solstice Championship. It's about to begin. Edival from Canada. We have Maxime from Belgica. And also many riders from United Arab Emirates now. 9 teams, they are ready. The winner yesterday by teams, Danish Pavlova, the winner. And the second position, it's UAE Clan Team 1. So it's big challenge. Draft team, the 3rd position as team result. And Team NZ in the 4th position. And we are, look at the time, they're so close together. So it will be big challenge now between teams. Who will be the winner today? And still Danish Pavlova, they just doing great yesterday. And UAE Clan Team 1, 4 rider, they finished with top 10 or top 12 yesterday, and which is good, Jeff. I think there's some plan to do today from UAE Clan Team 1, and beside Danish Pavlova, even that draft team, many good and strong name indeed, they are involved in this event.
Absolutely. It's going to be great to see what the UAE Clan team can do. Hopefully they've all been rested and well recovered because, yeah, they're not far off the Pavlova team at all. So hopefully some of the Clan team members can get some segment wins today, get some really good points for the team by the end of today's stage.
So now it's 55 seconds to go. And look at the watt. It's increasing a little bit up. It's the secret of this race. He did not wait for the last countdown. You have to be ready before that. It's most important to increase your speed and more power input in the last 10 seconds when they give you the start, so you will be ready with very high intensity. It's most important to be with a group 1. Otherwise, you will lose the group 1 and you will be behind from the beginning. So everyone now knows that. That's why we can see the watts. Look at the watts now, reaching 300 with Mitch Ferry. Mitch Ferry, he's from Australia and he's located here in UAE, in United Arab Emirates. Let's go now. So, Jeff, we just started the race and it's very high intensity with all riders here and all segments waiting for you. So now its first case will be starting 3 kilometers. Now the first 200 meters, all the riders, very huge group going with very high intensity. So now it's 43 kilometers an hour, more than 300 watts between the riders in front. So many riders they are going, and there is 2 or 3 riders now drop behind. They are Abu Ali from United Arab Emirates team, and we have also that Abu Ali with his teammate Mansour. And also here in this group, that's why you need to put more watts before the countdown started. So now here in this moment, you can see Mr. X100 and his teammates, the 3 riders now. It's Pablo Popovic with them, Ricardo Viv. I hope they recover enough since yesterday stage. So Mr. X100 in good condition today, looking for the stage to at least go a little bit forward to be in the top three. Now he's in situation 5 seconds or 6 seconds behind the winner, Osborne. Do you think maybe it's going to be some change in this race?
I really hope so. I mean, it's looking really exciting at the start. Everybody seemed to have a really good start there as a group. The UAE clan team has positioned themselves really well in this first pack, chasing after the Danish team. So I think this first segment is going to be really telling on how it's going to play out for the rest of the race, being that it's a majority flat, if not a little downhill. They definitely started off a lot stronger than I had anticipated, but I think there's going to be some good challenges up ahead.
Yes, exactly. Now, Julio Origo from Colombia. This man, he came from level 2. Now he's racing with level 1 here and with MyWhoosh. And this man, at least, he can do something in a segment. He will try to finish the race with them and save some time. That Julio Origo, he was racing with Colnago team there in Colombia. Mitch Ferry from Australia. His name Mitchell Ferry. He is living here in United Arab Emirates. Juan David Vargas. It's a really nice story to tell about this man. But Rakkad Deeb now moving. It's 2 kilometers now. About 1 kilometer to start the first segment. And big challenge. One man from Colombia, Juan David Vargas, with one other man from United Arab Emirates, UAE Clan Team 1, Rakkad Deeb. Rakkad Deeb and Juan David Vargas, the two riders now in front, pulling this race, pulling the group, and with the small gap now, they're preparing to start the first segments. The first segments from the start line until the end for 1 kilometer. We are looking for the best time. So everyone now, get ready for that and look at the speed. It's 40 kilometers an hour, 288 watts in this moment. This man, many surprises. This he can do it very strong in a sprint indeed. So let's go, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Rakkad's going to put on a really good show. I think he's going to try to pull out front a little bit and really set the stage for the UAE clan team. Hopefully, this is just this is going to be a really good fast segment.
William Poschmiller from Germany now here. He looked great with 41 kilometers an hour and 300 watts. And Rakkad Deeb by 4.3 watts per kilogram in his weight. He trying now and crossing the first line, the first segment. So that 1K will be so fast. It will be less than 1 minute and 10 seconds. It seems to me. Look at the speed. Look at the watts. It's 43 kilometers an hour now. We can see now Abu Saif al-Mahrami from UAE. And Rose is moving now with very high speed. He's trying now 9.3 watts per kilogram. Rose is going and leading the group. In this sprint, it's more than 600 watts with this man with very high speed now, 51 kilometers an hour. Look at him now, 8.5, and now he's reaching 9.3, 600 watts. And AZ20 is trying from UAE Alpha Team in good condition. Go, Alpha Team. That AZ20 from Alpha Team, Emirati riders, this man, and he will try. He's coming from behind. He's crossing the line. There are 3 riders now on the line, 3 riders. So let's see who's going to take the best time. The best time for who? Oh, it's for Maxime from Belgica. Maxime by 1 minute and 4 seconds. 1 minute and 4 seconds and 8.8. It's more than 684 watts. 9.4 watts per kilogram with this man. Strong sprint with Maxime. And we see now there's one more name here from Germany, Christoph. You see him, Jeff?
Yeah, for sure.
That that
Yeah,
Christophe
he
now
was.
here.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
very good effort by Christoph, being an individual as well. So it was interesting to see Jason so far back as well from Pavla. So wonder if he maybe didn't have a good night of recovery, but yeah, great result from Velo Squad and Maxime.
that Jason, he just now doing the same thing what we have been seen there in challenge race, the stage
Mm.
2, like Rebecca Gelson. He just
Yeah,
now need to save his energy until the end and keeping that jersey for one more day.
yeah,
I think
exactly. Yeah,
he's
and that maybe
doing the
that's his
same thing.
plan. Yeah, that's probably his
Hmm.
plan today. Maybe just sit in the packs, maybe not make too many crazy efforts, but do everything he can to hold on to his jersey.
So the first segment, Maxime the winner, 250 US dollar for the segment's winner. Abu Ali now in the right screen window, but with his speed, I think he will be far from the top 10. Again, Mr. X100 showing here. Now, UAE Clan Team 1 moving forward. So, Hassan Al Rumethi, he is showing now from United Arab Emirates with 275 watts. Hassan Al Rumethi, he used to race with Whoosh and he looked good today. And now it is about less than 400 meters to the segment number 2.
Yeah, it's nice to see everybody's kind of sticking together before the start of segment 2. But again, it's another one of those very fast 1 kilometer segments. So we'll see who starts to make the break for it. If they're going to, it'd probably be within the next 100 meters. Well, of course, the next 100 meters because that's when it starts. But yeah, I think we should start to see some moves pretty soon.
I see now the UAE Clan Team 1, they are in good condition and they start to do something with this. So we start the segment number 2, and there is one man, he's flying now. It's SS and Edivel from Canada. He is now moving, and William Poshmiller with him, Philip Graves, and Mitch Ferry. 4 riders now with very high speed. They are moving in this segments and looking for the title. Juan David Vargas from Colombia, he is coming from behind with very high speed too. So now Juan David Vargas, the Colombians, this man, he went with us more than 4 segments. 4 segments in the past last year. He will try to do something in this stage. Even yesterday, he finished a little bit far from Group 1. He will try at least to win the segments today. So Juan David Vargas, Rakab Adib from United Arab Emirates, UAE Clan Team 1. He will be the first man crossing the checkpoints line and side by side with Vidar from Norway. What what a surprise with Rakab. Rakab, he is
Yeah.
strong, but Vidar with the best time now, 1 minute and 4 seconds again.
Yeah, that was impressive. And the gaps are coming down. The gaps they're so tight in their overall times for these segments. It's yeah, really, really crazy.
For the Norwich rider now, Vidar, he came by 1 minute and 4 seconds and 2 seconds behind the Canadian rider now, Edie Val, with Rakab Deep. They are in same time. They are so close together now in the second and third position. And Boudiab, Boudiab from Team Alpha, United Arab Emirates. What a surprise, Boudiab. He just fourth position with 624 watts. It was great, great. Maxime now 5, the winner segment number 1 winner. He came in the 5th position, Jeff.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. He must have recovered really well last night.
That's why I see now Jason Osborne, the winner yesterday, stage number 1, and holding the yellow jersey, the leader of this race. He's in a 6th position. and he's just showing, just controlling the race. He's trying to be with the group one, and at the same time he will not let anyone go as a breakaway. That is the important, I think, and the principal things with this man today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he's really going to be saving his tank for the end of this, race, that last segment, the last few Ks where it's a really punchy climb. I think we're going to see him sitting in the pack as much as he can, just waiting to, yeah, get to the end of that seventh segment. And then he's really going to turn it on. But we'll have to see at the end. I just hope, yeah, wish him all the best to hold on to his yellow jersey.
It's a speedy race. Now, in this moment, we are moving to the segment number 3, about 600 meters. The short distance of that sprint makes everyone reaching very high heart rate beat. Now, Mr. Alexander in good condition. He is riding in the tempo level by his heart rate beat because it depends on his age. He looked great. Mr. X100, the leader of UAE Clan Team 1 team. He's in this moment leading in front, taking. It's okay. It's 200 to start. 100. UAE Clan Team 1 in good condition now in front. Four riders from UAE Clan Team 1. Beside 4 riders now from Pavlova team, the winner team result yesterday. And I think it will be big challenge between the both riders
Yeah.
now, teams, riders. Yeah, now Rose, we just start this. The 9K is done. 300 short K, the segment number 3. It is going. It is firing now here with Rose Fosket. Saeed Savada, he's just flying in this moment. He's just flying with very high speed. It's 48 kilometers an hour, more than 500 watt. He is good and great in this sprint. He won many segments. He is very famous in segments, by the way. He will try. He will going now. He will go. He will go. He will go. Maybe someone coming from behind. It's more like Vidar Mel from Norwich. He is doing great. And Eddie Val and Bruce Baird. Bruce Baird is good. Bruce Baird is very good indeed. He will try. Vidar also is coming from behind. Oh, Ricard, be careful. They are coming. They are coming and moving now. Oh, Mitch Ferry. Mitch Ferry with a 12.2. It will be some change in this segment. It will be big surprise. There is someone will be winner today. Vidar. Ricard Deep in a second position. Oh, 1 minute and 9 seconds, Jeff.
Yeah, again, 2 seconds above the rest of the pack. The bottom 3 after him, they're about 2 seconds behind. And yeah, look at that, half a second apart almost. That's, yeah, such good competition during this men's race.
As is great, you can see now Mitch Ferry from Team NZ and also Mr. X100 from UAE Clan Team in 6th position. The both rider, they are strong. And William Boschmer now in 7th position. Danish Pavlova. UAE Clan Team 1. They look okay, but there's one missing. I cannot see him right now with the top 10. That they are strong. Look how many one they are in the top 10. 3 riders. Again, SS. This man, he's strong, by the way, Jeff. But
Yeah,
he's
it
not
seems a
showing
lot
until
like
this moment.
Mr. X100 and all the other guys from the UAE Clan team. If maybe they're not at the top all the time, but they are so consistent in their placing. So they're always inside the top 10. So it's, yeah, that makes for a good race series.
Yeah, they are just consistent here and staying in front. And all the time, they are thinking about the overall result, by the way. That's why.
Yeah, and it's not always segment wins.
Exactly. So that's why before we see that Rakab Deep, he did not leave any segments. He just win. And today, he's just trying, but I think the major thing is to be winner in the end of the day, the stage number 2. Now, Mr. X100, taking the lead in front. We finished now segment number 3. Moving to the sprint number 4. It's also for 1 kilometer and 12K, 400 meters to start. Here you go. The group is moving. The speed is 42 kilometers an hour. The average speed until this moment is 41 kilometers an hour. They did 12 kilometers, almost 12, in 16 minutes and 45 seconds, maybe, or more. Anyway, it's going to be about 40 to 41 kilometers an hour as average speed until this moment. So now, the segment number 4 gate front of you. All of you now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I can see now Kennison, Pablo Popovic showing Mr. X100. It's attack now from Mr. X100, UAE Clan Team 1. And they're responding now here. Oh, Philip Graves from England with Mitch Ferry. 3 rider now responding. And still Mr. X100 taking the lead in front with very high speed. It's 41 in this area, like what I'm saying. There is some resistance, even in flat, but the resistance coming from the wind sometime. Look at this. Mr. X100 is still leading. And there is Vidar Mel, that guy from Norwich. He's very strong indeed. And Mitch Ferry, Philip Graves, Kennison, Rakava Vib, SS, all those names now in front. But still Mr. X100 leading with the best time until this moment. There's someone now behind, Bruce Baird from Canada. And there's big attack is coming from Edival. Edival, he's going now, he's flying. Look at him.
Wow.
It's 60. Whoo! He's just
look at the
flying
watt
now.
numbers. Oh.
Edival.
Slowing down.
Yeah, he will change the result right now in the last 300 meters. Last 300 meters and that 1K segment. It's look like Edival, he just flying. That absolutely great.
Wow.
Look at him.
That was an amazing effort by Eddie. Almost 5-second gap to second place. I mean, that shows, yeah, and he was pushing over 800 watts in that breakaway. That was incredible.
Yeah, he just make the change in the last 300 meters, by the way. Last 300 meters, he just increased the speed and reaching more than 60-something kilometers now. And he putting more than 8 watts. He was great. He was great. And he changed the result and recovered deep in a second position again. That's 2 segments
incredible.
now. Recover Deep, he's in the second segment. Edival, he's just flying. So,
exactly.
Jeff, we are moving now to the last short segment, by the way. Segment number 5. It will be big challenge again. Let's see.
Yeah. It's going to be, this must be wearing on the guys already. I mean, these little short sprint segments, just to stay with the pack, not even just to win the segment, but just to stay with the main group, has to be so tough on them right now.
So now here, that's Rakava Vib again. I hope Rakava Vib, he can continue until the end. Mr. X100, by the way, he just keeping himself here with the group. Jason Osborne, the winner, he is just doing right. In my opinion, he's doing right. What do you think, Jeff?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. He's just doing just like what we saw in the women's race, just hanging out, just staying with the whole group. And I really think, as I said earlier, he's just saving it for after the last segment. He's just going to give it everything he's got and hopefully retain his jersey. But the way the UAE clan team is with as well right now is really good. I think maybe we should change Mr. X100's name to Mr. Consistency, because he's just always right where he needs to be. So this is a really great stage 2.
Bravo, Mr. X100. Great job and good move and stay there. It's good condition now. Mr. X100 from UAE Clan Team 1 on his whoosh bike. Go, Mr. X100. He'll just look okay now. It's 14.8. It is 100 meters now. 150, 100, Rakad Adib, Mr. X 100, and William Poshmer, Philip Graves, Rose Fawcett, and also Mitch Ferry. We go. So we start now the last short distance sprint. And look like Rakad Adib, he will try 2 times seconds in the segments. So he will try in this time. Edivel with big sprint before. He just now behind Rakad. Edivel is not showing. He's not moving. Now. Go Rakad. And there is someone else that's coming from behind. It's Mitch Ferry from Australia. And Mr. X100 joined them that 4 riders now fighting here. 4 riders fighting. SS one of them. Philip Graves also by 4.4. And they are now in that Norwich rider. He's not easy. He's not easy. He's doing great now. So now it's 400 meters. There's any change until this moment. Rakad Adib in good condition with Mr. X100 and Bruce Baird also. So the last sprint in the last 200 meters, Mr. X100 is going, and Mitch Ferry in the last 100 meters, he will try to go, and there is Maxime now. It's coming. Maxime and Mitch Ferry, and let's see the result time. This. It's Bruce Baird. I saw him. It's Bruce.
Nice.
I saw him. I saw him, Jeff. Yeah, I know this man.
Yeah.
I know this man. He was good. He was great. And very, very high. Maxime. Look at Maxime. He's in a second position now. Maxime in a second position. Edivel third.
Look at the time of Maxime. 200ths of a second. That is a close finish.
Yeah, close finish. And Edivel third. Rakad Adib now in the 5th position. Mr. X100 and SS 9 and 10. So now we just finished that short distance. We will move to the long distance segments. It's 10K, Jeff. 10K of challenge. And
yeah, this is going to be a tough one.
The tough one, yeah. And in my opinion, the approximately time in that 10K, it will be 13 minutes today, 13 and something.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I think you're about right.
I can see that.
For sure. Who do you expect to win the first 10K segment?
Yeah. Now here, that Bouamr and his team, they are trying here. Bouamr from UAE, that team from UAE, that Bouamr and his teammates, they are trying to push that Spartan obstacles. Sorry, that's one. It's from UAE. Yeah. It is Abu Amr and Abu Saif. That Alpha team and AZ20. AZ20 is strong in the sprint, and they just joined this race, and they will try to do something in this segments. And until this moment, I'm so happy they continue until now in day 2. So it's not easy to do 45K yesterday, and you come today and you continue, and I know them. Oh, it's good, great. They are doing same effort, by the way. Look at them, Jeff. They are doing same efforts now. That Abu Amr and AZ20 and Abu Saif, there are 3 riders now. With them also Abu Dhiab. That AZ20 is showing, and he's pulling the group. And here with Whoosh, when they're staying together, they are looking for the team result. In this moment, we have 9 teams. They are position and for to be with the top 5. So I hope they can do something about that, because still we have many days coming. Nobody knows what is going to be tomorrow and day after tomorrow.
No, you're exactly right. 2 days of really hard efforts. You'd have to expect at some point they're all going to start to slow down, but these are really fit athletes we're talking about. So it's going to come down to the last stage, I think.
18.2 covered now by Group 1. So we are waiting for the segment number 6 starting in 20K. Mr. 600, he just doing that test. He's testing now the riders, by the way. This man, he's
Yeah.
testing the group in this moment.
Yeah, I
Because
think they're
still
trying to
there
up the
is
pace.
exactly, Jeff. You are right, absolutely right. So now it's 500 watt with Mr. X100, and the speed is 44 kilometers an hour. Before we start the segment number 6, the 10 meters challenge. So Hassan Al-Rameti is still with the group 1. Let's see now the guys here in the group 1. It's big group, by the way. It's very big group, and all teams they are riding, and there is some names until this moment they just following the riders. They didn't do anything. One of them, the winner yesterday, by the way, Osborne.
Yeah.
He just still in this
He's
group
just
and he
hanging
just
out.
watching.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just enjoying the show at this point.
Maybe I ask Mr. Muhammad Bikar, the director of this live streams, show me Osborne. Where is he? I want to read his data. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you, Muhammad Bikar. Look at him. That Jason Osborne now, 133. 133, the heart rate beat with Jason.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just
Inside
hanging out. He's on a Sunday ride right now. This isn't judging by his data numbers right now. He's not really putting in too much effort. Like I said, he's just going to give it everything after segment 7. I feel this isn't his first time doing this. He's a former UCI esports champion, so he knows the game.
he's from, he knows, you know, and good. And I hope this man he can continue with this until the end. So the holding yellow jersey, he's in the group 1, and also he just doing great. His heart rate is perfect. For my opinion, he's in perfect heart rate position. So I have no idea about his age. How old is he, Jeff? Have any idea, Jason?
Of Jason, shoot, I think
Yeah.
he's about my age. Hold on, we can ask Google.
Yeah, if because he's now with 130 high,
Yeah, he's
absolutely great
27.
with that what 27. So now he's riding in the tempo level. So it's good. But I hope he can comment.
Yeah.
So now we just start this. The 10-kilometer segment number 6. And there is some move there in front, and there's some action. SS and Mr. X100 from UAE Clan Team 1. They are in front now, fighting there with Mitch Ferry and Philip Graves. Philip Graves and Mitch Ferry, the two rider from Team NZ, that green one. Do you see them? That green one.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're starting to form 2 groups, and I think this is possibly a tactic by the UAE clan team and Mr. X100. Form 2 groups, maybe up the pace, kind of drain everybody out of their energy early on in this longer segment, in hopes of they can get up into the top 3. But yeah, interesting to see 2 groups break out so fast over this first 10K segment.
Yes, now 2 riders now from UAE Clan Team 1 and 2 riders from Team NZ. That 2 riders now also joining them. There's 2 riders coming now from Danish Pavlova. Look at this, that dark blue. Oh,
Yeah,
they are coming now. They become 3 riders now from Team NZ. Now 3 riders now in front. And riders from UAE Clan Team 1. Mr. X100. Now it's become 3 riders. They are pushing 276 with Jason Osborne, and the speed is 40 to 42 kilometers an hour, and still a long distance to finish this segment. Now 22, and will be finished in 30k. So 8 kilometers, still long ride to
Yeah.
finish this.
That's a really
What
long
do you
time, and it's
think?
interesting to see them. Yeah, it was interesting to see both those two groups just come together right away, and it seemed that was a seemed like Jason kind of bridged the two groups together, and maybe his legs are he's waking them up a little bit right now, getting ready to go for the final stages here.
I can see also now the chasing group. Look at the right window screen here, screen
Mm-hmm.
window, the right one. They are moving great, 39 kilometers an hour, and it's 5 riders here in that chasing group behind group 1. Let's say the second group here, Pudyab from Alpha team. There are more than 5. There are 6 right now here. That Pudyab and Muammer, AZ20, and Mansour AD with Julio Origo. Also, Julio Origo with them. That's 7 riders. Big group here also. That about how many minutes? It is maybe about 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Do you think
Yeah,
there
it's a pretty
is?
big.
That's
I
big. There
don't know.
is no
It's a
chance
pretty
to
pretty
recover
big
this
gap.
time.
Yeah, I mean, if they stay consistent through this whole segment, they can rejoin. Because there is going to be a cool down period after this segment, but yeah, that's a pretty substantial gap.
Yeah, exactly. So now we are 23.2, and now that 4 teams at least now they are in front. 4 teams they are fighting, and each team they have 3 or 2 riders in front in this moment, and still the man who with the yellow jersey and the winner yesterday, he's still there and hanging this group, and he's in good condition. Jason Osborne, he's okay and he's doing great and pushing now 3.5 watts per kilogram, and also with 129 heart rate beat and 75 RPM, the revolution per minute, and his cadence great. If he will push more with low cadence, he's using low cadence, Jeff.
Yeah, yeah, he's pushing a big gear, and as you mentioned, his heart rate is still extremely low compared to the others around him. Like I said, he's not really feeling the effects of the main peloton pack here. He's just hanging out, trying to secure his yellow jersey in stage 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and still there is now 6 kilometers to the checkpoints, and still the group is going. And Mixer X100, you know the best things they know. Tomorrow we have one more stage, and yesterday we finished one stage. So everyone, they're just trying to divide the power until the end of the day and controlling this. I think it's most important to save your
Yes.
energy until the end, at least to
Yeah.
take some more recover time to be ready for day next.
Yeah.
Now,
Exactly.
what you see now, there's one attack, Jeff. There is one attack now
Hmm.
from William Poshmiller.
And Philip Graves is right there with him.
The small gap. Small gap.
Yeah, that's
It
quite
is
early.
not small.
5Ks to go.
It is good move. It's good move now. So SS from UAE Clan Team 1, he trying to pull the group behind the 2 riders. He's coming. Here we go. That SS. He just catch them. And now staying in the wheels. So now William Poshmiller with Vink. And now Mitch Ferry is coming. Everyone is coming now. They back again in one group, Jeff.
Yeah, I thought it'd be really interesting if they started a breakaway at 5Ks to go. I mean, that seems really, really early, but maybe what they're doing, just kind of like what Mr. X100 was doing earlier, is just upping the pace of the pack, kind of getting everybody ready and keeping everybody on their toes to see who's going to go first.
This is great. So now I'm going to turn it in Arabic for you. الآن في هذه اللحظات مشاهدينا كمان نتابع الآن برافو مستر إكس 100. مستر إكس هو ركاض الذيب وإس إس في محاولة تقدم. 4 دراجين من هذا الفريق ماشيين بشكل جميل، وأيضا الآن في كنترول واضح على هذه الكوكبة. مستر إكس 100 عندك الآن 4.3 ماشي بمعدل لحد هذه اللحظة موجود من ضمن التوب 10 بالنسبة لهذا التحدي والسيجمنت الرقم 6 لحد هذه اللحظة. المنافسة كلكم قراب من بعض على فكرة، كل من بينكم الآن ما بين 2 و3 ثواني بالنسبة لأن ما كبير بالواطن بينكم، فهذا راح يعطيكم أن الزمن اللي راح تنتهون عليه قراب. راح تفرق معاك في آخر أو 2 كيلو اللي راح يضغط أكثر، ففكر فيها. الكل يسمعني الآن من شوي كلان تيم 1، اخر 2 كيلو هذه المتبقيه الاخيره حاول انك تكون تضغط. برافو برافو، هذا مستر اكسندرت الان يتحرك، ياخذ الان الحركه هذه مهمه جدا. السرعه 57 كيلو متر في الساعه، تصل الان الى 444 واط في هذه الاثناء. اذا الان كيلومترات الى خط الوصول الخاص للسيجمنت رقم 6. مستر اكسندرت الان برافو عليك، ماشي تمام. هذا التحسن راح يساعدك الان في تحسين الوضع وايضا الزمن. نحن حقيقه نبحث عن لقب، نبحث عن لقب. يو كلان تيم 1 وضعكم جيد بالنسبه للترتيب العام. بالنسبه للفرق الان انتم في المركز الان حاليا وهو في المركز الثاني ومو بعيد عن المركز الاول، ما بينكم وبينهم شيء بسيط جدا، وهذا الأمر راح يساعدكم أيضا في هذا اليوم. لا ننسى نفس الزمن تقريبا، نفس الزمن تقريبا بينكم وبين دانيش بافلوفا. هذه المحاولة رائعة جدا منك يا اس اس، وانت يا مستر اكساندرت يا بطل. يلا يا نجوم الآن في هذا التحدي الآن 3 كيلومترات واقل من 3 كيلومترات بقي لهذه الكوكبة. اذا ركاض الذيب الثلاثي من الامارات الان في هذه المحاوله. يو كلان تيم 1 في محاوله تقدم الان. مستر اكساندرت في هذه الاثناء. ركاض الذيب، ركاض الذيب اس اس لا تبتعد اكثر من هذا. شوف الان الوضعيه. برافو اس اس، برافو برافو اس اس. الان هذا الوضع ممتاز، في تحدي واضح، في تحدي واضح الان ممتاز هنا للدراج مستر اكساندرت قائد فريق يو كلان تيم 1 ويتقدم الان. الله، برافو برافو مستر اكساندرت في تقدم الآن. والمحاولة هذا هو الوقت المناسب، نعم هو وقت مناسب لكسب الآن هذا التحدي، كسب التحدي لمستر اكس 100. الآن دخلت في وضع مناسب، هذا هو الوضع. لا تفرق معك هنا راح تفرق معك، هنا راح تفرق معك مستر اكس 100. نعم راح تفرق وبالافضل ان شاء الله. اذا مستر اكس 100 وخل بالك في تقدم من ميتش فيري يحاول، لكن انت افضل منه، انت افضل منه. برافو مستر اكس 100. ركاض الذيب، ركاض الذيب خليك معاه، خليك مع مستر اكسندر، تسحب شوي. برافو برافو، الله على الوضع، الله على الوضع، رائع جدا، الاداء ممتاز. 2 كيلو 2 كيلو 2 كيلو عن نهايه السيجمنت الان يا شباب. اذا في هذه اللحظات مستر اكس 100 والمنافسه قويه. ركاض الذيب نشوف ايضا معاكم ميتش فيري يحاول الان. جيسون بدا يتفهم الوضع الان ويحاول انه يضغط معاكم. على فكره دخل معاكم في المنافسه الان، تقدمتوا من ضمن التوب 6، التوب 6 رايدر. الان انتم دخلتوا وتقدمتوا، الان بديت تاخذ انت الافضليه يا مستر اكس 100. اخذت الافضليه، برافو عليك برافو عليك. الافضليه عندك الان، الافضليه عندك. استمر 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 استمر، لا تخليه يروح، لا تخليه يروح. هذا ركاض معلش، ولكن خليك معاه، خليك معاه. برافو، السرعه الان فوق ال 47 وتحرك ممتاز، راح تفرق معاكم. هذه اخر 15 او كما يطلق عليه 15 متر 1500 مترز عن النهايه اللي انتم الان متوقعه تكون لكم، راح تكون لكم. برافو 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 مستر اكس 100 اللي عندك الان. حاول حاول، لكن لا تنسى النبض الان وصل عندك 148 149. انت داخل الان في الفي او 2 الفي 2 ماكس الان، خل بالك من هالنقطه. مستر اكس 100 في محاوله جميله الان موجوده من زميلك الان ركاض واس اس. اذا الان محاوله رائعه من يوي كلان تيم 1 في هذا التقدم الرائع. اذا الان في اخر كيلو، هذا الكيلو راح يفرق معاك، راح يفرق معاك هذا الكيلو الاخير، الكيلو الاخير راح يفرق معاكم يا شباب. يلا يا مستر اكساندرت الان حاول هذا السيجمنت، حاول هذا السيجمنت. هي مسألة الآن الفريق يجب أن يكون بشكل رائع وجميل في هذا التحدي، في هذا الطواف الجميل. يلا يا مستر اكسندرت، هذا التحدي الآن لك، الآن روح 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 روح. هذه الآن 41 السرعة، أنت محتاج الآن إلى الوات فوق ال 450 لأنهم هم يضغطون، في اللي يضغط الآن فوق ال 500 على فكرة. أنت ماسك تمام، روح روح راح تتقدم. هذه محاولة من روسي، يحاول مكسيم البلجيكي. المكسيم البلجيكي الان طلع اكثر منك على فكره، وصلها فوق ال 570. ركاض برافو، ركاض الذيب الان برافو، ركاض الذيب ومستر اكس. الله، يو اي كلان تيم 1 في محاوله رائعه جميله 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 لكم الان. هذا التقدم راح تفرق معاكم يا شباب، والله راح تفرق. واحد منكم راح يكون البطل. ميتش فيري هو اللي ينافسكم على فكره، ميتش فيري ينافس، لكن انتم الافضل، انتم الافضل. اضغط شوي اكثر، اضغط شويه. ركاض مستر اكساندر، لا تنزل السرعه، لا تنزل، اضغط. برافو يا شباب، قيدها. ايوه مستر ايوه يا مستر اكساندر، يلا الان. وكروس ذا لاين، خذ نفس. خلينا نشوف الوضع الان. المنافسه كانت جدا قويه بحقيقه، جدا قويه في هذه الجزئيه الاخيره، في اخر 3 كيلومترات من السيجمنت رقم 10. ونقول مبروك ركاض الذيب. نعم سويتها يا ركاض الذيب. يو اي كلان تيم 1 ب 13 دقيقة و34 ثانية، وبروس كان في المنافسة. So now congratulations ركاض الذيب from UAE Clan Team 1. They did great job, Jeff.
Wow, it was an impressive. I wish I could understand everything you're saying because it was so much activity and so much hype. Wow, amazing job, Mr. X100, just staying up there as long as he can, like giving everything he had. That was an amazing end to the 6th stage.
Yeah, UAE Clan Team 1, they are planning for the segments and they look great. So now Rakkad Deep from UAE Clan Team 1 and with his teammate Mr. X100 and SS, they just did great and they pulled the group and they was there and they just did it in the end. And the winner from UAE Clan Team 1, and this team now looking for the next segment. It's going to be also the same challenge. I think Mr. X100, he's just preparing himself now and he tried to reduce and keep breathing, Mr. X100. And still the group behind, Buamr group, the chasing group behind. And look at the time, it's 3 minutes right now. 3 minutes. It's the gap is growing, Jeff.
Yeah, really is growing. Slowly but surely, they're just falling a little further behind.
Keep continue, Jeff. What do you think about the race today on day 2? And what about the data reading now with that watts, and also about the heart rate beat and with the RPM with the guys here in this race? In your opinion,
I think
how's the levels going to be?
In my opinion, it's been a pretty fast stage 2. I can't believe we're almost at the end of it already, to be honest. The segments have just been flying by. It's been great to see the UAE clan team, like I said before, with Mr. Consistency, Mr. X100. They have been putting themselves all in the right spots in today's stage. And interesting enough, in that last segment, we didn't see Jason in the top 10. I really thought he was at least going to be in the top 10, just hanging out with the pack. But I wonder if he is in full recovery mode now, getting into our final segment and our overall stage finish.
It's a good sign. I can see this. And by the way, Jason, he's still there and he just trying to hang up and staying in the group. I'm looking for him now again. That Mr. Mohammed Bikar, he will try to find him for us.
Yeah, where is he? So he's sitting in, he's in 8th place. Yeah, he's fine. He is totally fine. Just because he didn't make the top 10 of the segment finish, he's still right where he wants to be, and yeah, where he should be, I think.
Jason Osborne, he look with big experience. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
this is
really. Uh,
was it
you know him?
2020
What?
or 21? I don't know him personally, but in the esports world, I'm pretty sure it was 2020. He was the UCI esports cycling world champion. So, like I said, he's been in the esport racing world for quite some time, and this isn't his first rodeo, as we say in English. But yeah, I think he's going to be just fine at the end of this at the end of stage two.
That's why there is no surprise. The man, what he's doing today, he's a world championship. So we are dealing with a world championship. So that's why he is now in good condition. I hope, I'm happy. That's man, the world championship is joining us. And let's go. And the last segments today, Jeff. I got the
Yes,
mic
it's
for
off to a
you. You
pretty
can
good
speak
start,
now.
I think.
I will keep it for you. Go.
Now, segment
Continue,
seven,
continue and
obviously,
go and
off to
explain for me, and explain for everyone what is going to be in this segment, the last segment on this stage number two. Let's go.
yeah, the last segment, of course, segment seven. It's going to be another 10-kilometer segment, and it's probably going to be one of the most difficult segments of the day because if you look at the course map at the end, as soon as they start segment seven, they're going to have a little short incline. It's almost like a false flat, followed by a downhill, and then by another really steep climb. So I think at the peak of that final climb before we go downhill to the finish is really going to be telling as to how the race is going to play out. So me, I would like to see Jason at the top of that climb. Um, he's a lighter guy. He knows everything about this. We might also see Michael Kunston up there as well at the top of the climb, just ready to go and sprint it all out downhill towards the finish. But this is another 10-kilometer stage. It's still anyone's game. We still have to worry about the UAE clan team. They could be right up there with him as well, positioning themselves really good for an overall team finish. But these 10-kilometer segments are pretty tough on the guys. So we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. I think we'll know probably in about 5Ks what's going to happen. And it looks like that second pack is still quite a ways back. They're, what is that, 2.3 Ks back from the main group. So I think they might just be a little in survival mode right now. On the left, you can still see our main pack, and it looks like there's trying to be a breakaway. It might be Ricard up there. Can't really tell. Yeah, that's him. So he's breaking away a little bit, but I don't think this is an actual breakaway. I think he's just getting into his final pace here.
Yes, Jeff, thank you very much. So now, and Ricardo Deeb, you are exactly. He just trying to be in front and taking the first uh, group pulling, and he want to
Mm,
see what the other doing. By the way, they are tracking each other. By the way, they can read the data and they know what they are doing.
yeah.
So that's why Ricardo Deeb, he just trying to push them in this moment. I know this man. He's just trying now to see and test the others. Yeah. So now it's 261, and all the change will be become in the last 3 kilometers, like exactly what happened in the segment number 6. So now
Mm-hmm.
Pablo Popovic from UAE Clan Team 1, he's not showing now, and he's pushing himself. This man, he's strong in the climb. And you was talking about that last part of the day. The last
Mm,
7 kilometers will be hard. Now the
yeah.
mountain is showing. I can see now the view here. The mountain is there, and we'll take right, and we'll start to climb up. The last sevens will be so hard. So that's why this segment should be someone he can climb. It's not only flat. So let's go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Take right. Everyone taking right, then left again. And let's go until the top summit of this race. So now we are counting down the last 10K on stage number 2. Mr. Alexander, look at them. Everyone now standing on the saddle. No one sit on his saddle. Look at him. Now that Mr. Alexander
Yeah,
is going like Pablo Popovich.
They're all putting out major watts. This is a really short, steep, punchy climb, like we say in the cycling world. Really punchy climb that can really take a lot out of you if you're not prepared for it. So going into those first corners, a lot of the guys are probably downshifting, getting up into their little bit bigger gears to tackle this climb. So it's going to be good to see who makes it out on top, and that's going to, I think, set the stage for the rest of the segment.
Now we start 36K is done. That means 33 kilometers and 7 kilometers to the end of this segment number 7. Now look at the group. There's some rider, they cannot hang on. Look at them. Everyone is standing now. Mr. Alexander will try. يلا يا مستر اكساندر، يلا يا مستر اكساندر، خلوا بالكم ترى السرعه تزيد والضغط يزيد فوق ال 400 واط يدفعون. خلوا بالك الان في هذه الصوره. نعم برافو 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 برافو. لا تخليهم يبتعدون، ترى بدأوا يزيدون يضغطون الكل يضغط. لا تريح الان، ما في مجال تريح. معليش تحمل شويه مستر اكساندر. يلا يا شباب، يو كلان تيم 1، برافو عليك يا ينم. يعطيك العافيه. تنفس لا تنسى التنفس. النبض ارتفع عندك، وصل الان ال 156. هذا الوضع صعب شوي، بس معليش تحمل. هذه هي الفرصه انك تكون موجود، انك ما تخسر. انت الان في طواف. برافو عليك يا مستر اكساندريت، برافو. 155. هذا الان الحالي 480. انت ممتاز، 480 ممتاز. اذا تروم تستمر يا بطل. يلا تنفس. بوش اند بول. هذا مستر اكساندر الان يتقدم. برافو عليك، خدت القياده يا بطل. هذا مستر اكساندر الان يتقدم. بروس بيرد يحاول، لكن الصعود الان جيسون يحاول انه يتقدم الان، لانه يعرف انه الان حسب الخطر الان. جيسون اوزبورن الان بدا يتقدم الان في هذه اللحظات مع بروس بيرد وفيدار في هذه اللحظات. اذا بروس يحاول. جيسون اوزبورن الان معاك يا مستر اكساندر. انت هو نفس الشيء. مستر اكساندر واوزبورن الان في هذا الوضع نفس المستوى. انتم الاثنين نفس المستوى. يلا يا ركاض، حاول تتقدم الان. والساعد ركاض الذيب معاك الان. مستر اكساندر يقدم مجهود كبير. اوزبورن قادم. هذا جيسون اوزبورن الان معاكم في الصوره، والاداء كبير. برافو يا شباب. هذه الان 37 كيلو متر مرت من العدد كامل. الان كملتوا ال5 كيلو مترات بالنسبه للسيجمنت هذا. باجي 5 صعود. يلا يا ركاض، الله، ركاض الذيب ومستر اكساندر. ركاض برافو، يستجيب بسرعه. ركاض يستجيب بسرعه. وايضا الان نشوف الاستجابه موجوده من مستر اكساندر. ايوه 5.2. برافو عليك. Now it is now big races going on here in this climb. So Jeff, look at them, everyone now going and pushing. It's real race is going now. They are firing this race in this moment.
Yeah, this is really good efforts by everybody, of course, on this last climb here. It's everybody's right position where they need to be. Mr. X100's up there, the UAE clan team. Jason's where he needs and wants to be. So if you watch the heart rates, they're starting to rise a little bit, not so much. Of course, they're putting out megawatts because they're climbing right now, giving out lots of effort. But this is an exciting climb. I did not expect to see so many of the groups, like so many of the teams bunched up like this at all. So this is going to be a real exciting finish.
Very expensive, very hard now for everyone. Look at Riccardo Deep. He just now takes lead. Riccardo Clan Team 1. Pablo Popov, mate, he is pulling behind. With him now, I can see Saeed Safarzada with the first move for this man. Saeed Safarzada from Iran. He's very strong indeed in the climb. That's preparing himself for the last final climb today. This man he is knowing this group, and he will push more and more power. He is going now by 450. 450 watts. The speed is 28. Now it's 500. The heart rate beat is above the VO2 max. He is now in the VO2 max level. Mr. X100, he will handle this. He will try to keep himself in front with this group and this group. Now everyone in his cycling now, he's just standing on his saddle. No one sit. No one sits. Go, 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 go. Look, that Philippe Graves now is moving in front with Ricardo Deeb. 2 riders now in front. Man, Kennedson. Oh, this man from Denmark, Kennedson. He's very strong indeed in the climb area. So that's why Kennedson, he attacking now and he's coming out of the group and he's leading in front, and Bruce Baird, he's trying behind him. And there's some changes happening now. Vink, Baird, and Kennedson, the 3 riders, and still Pablo Popovic, this man from UAE Clan Team 1, he's strong in the climbing, by the way. And he's coming, Rakab Deeb. Oh, he just recovered again. Bravo Rakab. برافو ركاب. يلا خليكم معاهم على الاقل انك تكون موجود الان في الكوكبه في الامام. برافو مستر اكساندرت. هيا لا تنقطع عنهم كل اللي عندك خلاص. في العد التنازلي الان، في العد التنازلي يا مستر اكساندرت. المساله مساله الواط، المساله مساله من اللي راح يقطع هذه المسافه باقل زمن ممكن، وانت الان تضغط بشكل كبير. برافو يا مستر اكساندرت يا كبير. يلا يا مستر اكساندرت استمر. هذا هو التاثير الصحيح الان. الماكسيمم وصلت له خلاص. هذا الماكس. Now he is riding in the max heart rate. He is going to be now in the last 2 kilometers, 1 kilometers now. 1 kilometers. Mr. X100, UAE Clan Team 1. 39k is done. Now 900 meters to the checkpoints. Segment number 7. Mr. X100. Now he just reached the maximum heart rate in this moment by his effort in this time is 400 something and 8 kilometers an hour, and he's behind the group and he's pushing. Look at the RPM is 75 and this climb is low cadence. That's mean it's so resistant. He's coming now from behind. He's just recovered now. He's recovering the time. برافو يا مستر اكسندرت، والله رايح تمام. انت تعوض الان. في تعويض صار تعويض عندك يا بطل. الله يا تشامبيون. هاي فرصة كبيرة 600 متر ترى على فكرة. لا تنزل البيس. جو يا بطل جو. قادر عليها الآن. النهاية قدامك خلاص. انت الحين لاحقنهم ترى. في ريكفر كبير الان لصالحك يا بطل. Mr. Alexander T just trying to recover the time, and now he's just behind the group and he is pushing more than group 1 now. He is behind them. Maybe it's 3 seconds. Now it's become 2 seconds and 1 second now in this moment. Bravo, Mr. Alexander. Maybe you will do it. You will take this title. So the segment number 7 is very near and it's going to be in your pocket. You just go. Push. It's 250 meters. You are coming from behind. Allah. Go, Mr. Alexander. Yes, you are very near to win this. Even Ricardo Deeb and Bruce Baird and Mitch Ferry. But Bruce Baird is now behind you. He's become behind you now. Go, Mr. Alexander, go. It's the last 200 meters so hard. Kennedson is doing great. And Bruce Baird now, he is trying. So Jason Osborne, he just now moving in front. الله يا مستر اكساندر، والله تقدر عليه الان. اخر 100 متر مستر اكساندر. جو مستر اكساندر جو. ركاض الذيب ومستر اكساندر في اخر ما تبقى الان. خلاص ما ظل شيء. هذا بداية الصعود الأخيرة الحين خلاص. برافو. اوه تعال حبل ننتهي عند 43 على بالي عند 40. معليش يا مستر اكساندر. استمر يا بطل. استمر يا بطل. انت الان بديت تتقدم، خدت الادفانتج. It's big advantage here. Cover the time now. Mr. Alexander is going now. He's flying in this climb with him, his teammate. But Jason Osborne, he knows. And you know this man. He know Mr. Alexander. He know Mr. Alexander. So now the World Championship here, the World Champion title with this man, Osborne. He will try, and he keeping himself now in front, but still the battle is going on here, Jeff. Jeff, it's not
Yeah.
easy race. Look at this now.
No,
Jason
this is
Osborne, he's
incredible. Absolutely incredible performance by Mr. X100 to build that gap. Well, the gap that he dropped back a little bit, he was able to catch back up to the main pack and then lead them out for a little bit as well. And look at him now. He's still right in the mix of things. This is still anybody's race. Of course, we have Jason there. We have Michael up there as well. Bruce, I mean, this is going to be a really exciting finish with just under 5Ks to go. These guys are going to go all out, everything they can, all the way down to, of course, the segment line, but of course, the stage line, which means the most. This is an absolute awesome end of stage 2 so far.
absolutely awesome. Yeah, look at him now. That Jason Osborne, he's there. And this man, he just keep and save his investment in this race. The second day for him and holding the yellow jersey, and he knows very well. And everyone fighting now the segments. It is in front of you guys. Mr. X-Handed, he recovered the time and he came from behind. It was big gap, but he closed that gap and now attacking and leading this race. Bravo, bravo, bravo. The battle still is going. Bruce Baird is just now joining the party here with Pablo Popovich. 3 riders from UE Clan Team 1 in very good condition. They're just now attacking and they are pushing so hard, and everyone now behind, they just trying to catch them. Now Mr. X100 and Ricardo Deep, only Bruce Baird is very near to them, and Jason Osborne now with very high intensity and his heart rate now reaching the VO2 max. Let's see now Jason, that where is he? Where is he? That Jason now 167. Look at him. So now he's already in this heart rate beat. He is above the threshold point and reaching the VO2 max level. So now everyone suffering in this area, in this section. So now it's 1200 meters, the only 1200 meters now. Maybe many things to tell. So who is he? It's one from UAE Clan Team 1, Mr. X100. He is the one right now leading this race with Ricardo Deep, Bruce Baird, one of those riders now and fighting for the title. This title, segment number 7, the hard segments of the day, 10 kilometers of challenge, a climb in this. And no, oh, Mr. Alexander, bravo. Bravo is 5.8. You are doing great. So now he's 154. He is now in VO2 max level and he's still standing and still pushing and pulling. And Ricardo Deep now with the Bruce Baird. Only the one here, Bruce Baird and Jason Osborne by 7.2. Jason Osborne, bravo, Jason, bravo, bravo. You deserve that stage winner. You just deserve it. You are strong, man. You are very strong. You are very strong, Jason. Look at this move, Jeff. He's moving now. Jason is moving.
Yeah. It's absolutely perfect to see him up here. He absolutely deserves this final stage 2 win. He's been sitting in the pack doing everything that he's needed to do to position himself to be where he is right now. So, of course, we're all rooting for Jason to hold on to his yellow jersey.
Bravo, 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 Mr. X100 now. The last 100 meters. It's 200 meters now. Mr. X100 looking for this. Don't lose it now. That Ricardo Deep now flying on this climb. Ricardo Deep, UAE Clan Team 1. Kennedson with Saeed Safarzad and Jason Osborne. It's still there. Some chance for Bruce Baird also. And closing the line. And let's see now the result of this segment. Segment number 7 result is Kennedson, Ricardo Deep, Pablo Popovich, Bruce Baird. Exactly. Kennedson who started this, the one who started, by the way, the Kennedson, he start attack from the beginning after 1 kilometer on this climb. So he just finished this 10K by 17 minutes and 43 seconds, 0.950. Ricard Adib in a second position. Great job for UAE Clan Team 1. And Pablo Popovich, he's just showing today from UAE Clan Team 1. the 8 and on 7 seconds, and he just did great, and he's still with the top 10. I'm so proud of the team from UAE. Thank you very much, Mr. X100. You make this race so exciting. Look at right now, it's only now 1300 meters to the finish line. It is now to the overall. Looking this now, oh, Mr. X100 in good condition. Very good condition, Mr. X100. He is coming now in the last K. The last meter to the finish. Number 2 winner. One of those riders now in front. Ricardo DP will try. And Kennett's in there in front. But Mr. X100 is chasing now behind. And this climb, Jason Osborne. Again, he's coming with Saeed Safarzada. That's man, he was in the Olympic Games in Tokyo 2020. He was representing his country there, Iran. And now he is just coming with very high intensity. Saeed Safarzada, we just spoke about this man, Pablo Popovic. He used to win in same way, in same place here. And Jason Osborne, the winner yesterday, and side by side with Saeed Safarzada, Jason, Pablo Popovic. But Saeed Safarzada in good condition. There's someone coming from behind. Mr. X100 with Vink and Bruce Bear. 3 riders in front and 3 behind and chasing. And it's the last 400 meters. Who will going to win? It's Jason and Saeed Safarzada flying now. He's opening the sprint. He's going now. Saeed Safarzada is going. Jason again. Jason Osborne. Jason Osborne is going to the finish line. He will finish the stage number 2. The winner today, keeping his jersey for one more day. Jason Osborne, congratulations. What a performance. What a performance, this man.
Wow.
It is unbelievable effort. So now Mr. X100, he's just saved the time. He's only by 6 seconds, 5 seconds behind Jason, and day number 2 is done. And what a race today. In the end, the final climb was something unbelievable.
That was an incredible performance by Jason. The other guy turned on an attack and he was like, yeah, that's no problem. I can answer that. So it just goes to show he really did conserve a lot of his energy today. And he just wrote the perfect race, really. Just sit in the pack, hang out, and then I'm going to secure my yellow jersey at the end of the stage. So great job, Jason.
Yeah, great job, Jason. And thank you very much. You give us that show, Jason Osborne, and also Vink. He came in a second position today. And also we have from UAE Clan Team 1, Pablo Popovic and Bruce Baird. Mr. X100 today, he just did great. He just finished 5, by the way. And
Yeah,
there's one more step. One more step.
Yeah, finished 5th place around so many amazing, talented other riders. I mean, like I said before, they were so consistent today, placing themselves right where they needed to be. And look, they have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 in the top 10 or 4 in the top 10. So that's really good for the UAE Clan team.
And if we are looking now for the team result, Jeff, Danish Pavlova, still they are keeping the team result with them, by the way. We have the winner from Danish Pavlova, 1st and 2nd. And we have also in the 6th position, Kennetson from Danish Pavlova. And UAE, we have 3rd position, 5th position, and 8th. So the result will be same yesterday. There's no change in the top team result. So Danish Pavlova maintain that lead. Until now, they are leading the teams. And 2nd position, UAE Clan Team 1. And at the same time, the yellow jersey is still with Jason Osborne from Danish Pavlova team. And there will be little change. Pablo Popovic, he will move today with the top 10. Yesterday, he was behind the top 5. I think today will be some change in the overall result after stage 2.
Yeah, it's a great showing from both teams. And I think this is probably going to be the top 2 teams we're going to see battle out for the rest of this Solstice Championship, and it's going to be really exciting. And it's still only day 2. We still have 5 other races to go, so this is going to be really fun to watch.
So now we can see now this result is coming. So it is the overall after 2 stages. It's 2 hours and 14 minutes for Jason Osborne. He just did a great job today. He just went 2 stages, stage 1 and stage 2, and just keeping himself with yellow jersey for one more day. And he makes so hard for anyone fight with him. Vinky came in a 2nd position. Pablo Popovic, he moved and jumped to the 3rd position. Bruce Baird from Canada in the 4th. And Mr. X100, he was in the 8th position, and he's jumping now to the 5th position, which is good step for Mr. X100 and UAE Clan Team 1. Kennedson as well, he did great today. And Philip Graves in the 7th. Rakad Deep, he is in 8th position. I think now there is some change will be tomorrow in the plan. It will be so hard to continue. Tomorrow the race also will be some climb there. I think will be same thing.
Yeah, tomorrow's stage is going to be really interesting, but I still think, the Danish Pavlova team might have an advantage tomorrow with it being a little bit more climbing. But as you saw at the end of today's stage, the UAE Clan team was right there with them, and it's going to be a good one tomorrow for sure.
You are right. So now if we can see the result, we have more than 4 riders from UAE Clan Team 1. They are in Group 1. Until the end, it was 3. Until the last 5K, it was 3 riders. And beside 3 riders from Danish Pavlova. That is tomorrow's stage, Jeff. Let's see. The last part of the day, it will be a little bit climb. But the total, it's tomorrow we are going through jungle. It will be hard. 491. The elevations 896 meters above the sea level. The total is going to be 1,460, Jeff. Tomorrow's interesting race.
It's going to be a really interesting race. Of course, since we start a little on the downhill side of things, and then we kind of go up into a false flat, so they're always just climbing. So it's the stages or the segments between, stage 4 and 6, I think those are going to be pretty tricky because they look flat on the screen, but if you're actually riding them, they're pretty much climbing stages. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow.
Yeah, that's sure. So I think all the advice should be more recover tonight and get ready for tomorrow. Anyway, exactly. Now still the team they are going, and here بوعامر وحسن الرميثي and بوذياب, that team, Alpha team from UAE. Hassan al-Ramathi also from Warriors Road, UAE, and he's going with Alpha team right now, and about 1,700 meters to the finish. I'm so proud actually with those riders from UAE, and the level is not easy. Even if you know the names like the World Championships here, they are like Jason Osborne. It's not easy to continue this race.
No, exactly. It plays a big it takes a lot of out of you mentally. So to be able for these guys to be able to finish the stage, they've fallen off the back of the pack, but it says in the rules, if you want to keep going, you have to finish the stage. So I'm really happy and proud to see them, following through with that and finishing off. So that way tomorrow, maybe tonight they can get some more recovery and have a better fighting chance tomorrow.
Yes. So now that حسن الرميثي اتمنى لكم التوفيق يا حسن الرميثي وابو عامر وابو ذياب. ما قصرتوا. المطلوب منكم الان تكملة المرحلة. خلاص ما ظل شيء، كيلو 200 متر الى خط الوصول. سواء كان حسن الرميثي ولا ابو ذياب ولا ايزي 20، بالاضافة ايضا لابو عامر. يعطيكم الف صحة وعافية، مشكورين ما قصرتوا. اكمل السباق، اكمل المرحلة الى النهاية. نحن سعداء جدا بوجودكم وفخورين فيكم إلى النهاية يا أبو عامر، إلى النهاية، صمود إلى النهاية. نعم هذا هو الكلام، هذا هو الكلام، نعم هذا هو الكلام. شوف الواط اللي وصلت له الآن، أنت فوق 400، يعني أنت بإمكانك أنك تنهي، وإن شاء الله القادم أفضل، والاستمرارية والتطور راح يجيك مع هذا التحمل. يلا يا أبو عامر إلى النهاية، لا تستسلم، لا تستسلم. أنت الآن في آخر 800 متر، 800 متر أخيرة يا أبو عامر. يلا يا فريق ألفا، يلا يا شباب ابو ظبي، يلا يا نجوم، يلا يا نجوم، يلا يا نجوم الامارات. اكون قدامك ابو ذياب، قدامك ما شاء الله يا ابو ذياب. الله يا احمد الطنيجي، والله انك مفاجاه يا كابتن احمد، والله مفاجاه يا ابو طحنون، والله مفاجاه على هذا المستوى انك قادر تتحمل. وانا عارف انه ما عندك تمرين، وانا عارف انه ما عندك تمرين، بس والله انك قدها. اتمنى انك تكمل، بس تكمل الى النهايه. هذا اللي مطلوب منك الان يا احمد الطنيجي، نتكمل الى النهايه. واتمنى ايضا من الشباب فريق الفا، اليوم مميزين بالمناسبه، مميزين فريق الفا باستطاعتهم بقدرتهم. ابتعدوا تقريبا، كانت تقريبا دقيقه، عقب صار دقيقتين ونص، حافظوا على القاب قدر ما قدروا. ولكن هذا يكفيكم، يكفيكم فخر انه وصلتوا الى النهايه. والان 300 متر يا ابو ذياب، يلا يا ابو ذياب الى الوصول يا ابو ذياب، لا تخف الحين، لا تخف، اطلع اطلع اطلع. الله يا ايزي 20، ان شاء الله السيجمنت الباكر تاخذه. حسن الرميثي وينك يا حسن، وينك يا النمر، وينك يا النمر، وينك يا النمر يا اللي تنافس في الامام، ان شاء الله باكر تكون افضل. يلا يا حسن الرميثي، والوصول الان لابو ذياب، ابو عامر، وايضا ايزي 20، حسن الرميثي. ابطال الامارات مشكورين، ما قصرتوا على هذا الوصول. ويلا يا المحرم يا ابو سيف، يلا يا ابو سيف الى النهايه. انت واحمد الطنيجي يعطيكم الف عافيه، اهنيكم على وصولكم الى الوصول هذا الصعب، وخصوصا على هذا الصعود. وانا اشوف النبض الان واعرف ان كل واحد يحاول بس انه يكمل السباق. اطلب منكم تكمله السباق، راح اخليكم واستودعكم، وان شاء الله باذن الله تعالى بنتلاقى باكر وتكونون على المستوى. So Jeff, I'm just now pushing our riders now to continue this race until the end. Today we are that stage number 2, so we want to see them tomorrow also on stage 3 until the last stage. I need everyone there and should be continue the race.
Absolutely. The fewer people we have, the less action we have. So we really need everybody to finish, recover well tonight, and then hit it hard tomorrow.
Okay, so we finished today, and thank you for your company with me, Jeff. And tomorrow, one more day and one more new stage is coming, and 1,400 meters above the sea level. It will be so exciting stage. Thank you very much, Jeff, and say something for the people watching us.
Yeah, thank you guys for an amazing race today. I hope everybody watching has enjoyed it, and I cannot wait personally for stage 3 tomorrow. It's going to be action-packed. We'll see if Jason can hold on to the jersey, and so hope everybody recovers well and has a great race tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy. I'm the one who was enjoying to be with you as a commentary. Thank you, Jeff, and see you tomorrow, everyone. Goodbye.
Yes, bye-bye.